The committee will come to order. Welcome and thank you for joining today's hearing entitled A Review of USDA Animal Disease Prevention and Response Efforts. After brief opening remarks, members will receive testimony from our witness today, and then the hearing will be open to questions. It's an honor to chair this first hearing of the House Agriculture Committee's Subcommittee on Livestock, Dairy, and Poultry in the 118th Congress. As a fifth-generation Kansan, having grown up on our family's farming operation, I rode pens and doctored thousands of sick cattle at our preconditioning feed yard. I understand the grit, tenacity, and courage that it takes to make a living in agriculture and the burden and responsibility for feeding the world that comes along with it. Chairing this subcommittee is a privilege for me as I represent the big 1st District of Kansas, which produces more than $10 billion worth of livestock, dairy, poultry, and products like beef, milk, and eggs every year. That does not happen in a vacuum. It takes the entire animal agriculture chain to make that happen, and we see it all in the big first. From the producer to the feedlot and from the harvest facility to the distributor, every role is important in delivering protein in the market and to the consumer. Back in 1915, and I have a button here from the convention that year, the Kansas Livestock Association was here on Capitol Hill advocating for producers around the exact same issues that we're looking at today: packers, stockyards, and animal health. Foot and mouth disease was wreaking havoc at the time, and Kansas producers stepped up to the plate to make a difference and to fix problems. And here we are today, more than 100 years later, holding a hearing to review USDA animal disease prevention and response efforts. Today's hearing is particularly timely as we're in the middle of the most devastating high-path avian influenza outbreak on record, and African swine fever in the Dominican Republic and Haiti is dangerously close to our shores. Animal health issues don't always get the attention that they deserve, but as we've seen with past animal disease outbreaks, there are enormous economic consequences that extend well beyond the animal industry. The new Farm Bill must continue to address these risks to animal health while bolstering the long-term ability of U.S. animal agriculture to be competitive in the global marketplace and provides consumers around the world safe, wholesome, affordable food produced in a sustainable manner. Industry stakeholders and congressional leaders had the foresight to establish a 3-tiered animal disease program with mandatory funding to ensure the sufficient development and the timely deployment of all measures necessary to prevent, identify, and mitigate the catastrophic impacts that an animal disease outbreak would have on our country's food security, export markets, and overall economic stability. As we work to craft this next Farm Bill, we must have a comprehensive understanding of how these programs have been implemented. We look forward to feedback on the lessons learned, what's working, what should be reconsidered, and where additional investment may be required.